Like, look at what's going on in the world. A lot of things are changing, and a lot of people are struggling, are having a hard time, because what they thought was real life and their economy, their little job, their little social life is broken down. So who are you at the end of the day? And to me, that's spirituality, because it anchors you. Because regardless of what happens in the chaos of the outside world, you know who you are and you know what you're supposed to be doing. That's why I'm saying my life ain't changed that much either. I wasn't panicking. I was just like, okay, this is what's going on. I peeped. There's a sudden shift going on in this world, but I know where I'm going. And a lot of good things to, like, apart from the tragedies, like I lost a few friends and this and that, career-wise, it's like a lot of opportunities have been coming lately. And I got into spirituality. I think my mother, she's like very mystical in her way. And she always used to have these books lying around the crib. And I used to read them. So that initiated me into that spirituality. I started getting into like meditation and little things like that. And also lost, like, I lost a few people in my life, which it really pained me and hurt me really hard, and I felt like my whole life was like turned upside down before this. I'm talking about years ago, you know what I mean? I had no job, had no place to live. And spirituality and trusting that, the universe always got my back if I do the right thing, it is something that I put a lot of importance in, and I try to put it in my music because in a way I want to show people, and by proving to them that, like, you could be a virtual nobody. Like, I'm from Comoros Island. Y'all never heard of that. Third world country. My parents were dirt poor. They got to America, and I can make my name known and my voice known in this game by doing it well, And I want to, I'm like my own experiment where I'm like showing y'all. I started from the Awakening album, which was my awakening in the game, and now you see Hero's Journey, Path of a Warrior, Holy Grail. Now, stuff of legend, whatever I'm going, I want everybody to be able to follow that as a growth path. And as like, look, I just stuck my head down, no connections, virtually no budget. I just invested in myself through this equipment, and I made my voice heard. And whether you're doing music or you're doing something else, do it in a great way and good, and the universe will open its doors for you to succeed and do well, Man, I love that you caught that line. Look, you get to a point where what you realize, what you grew up with, and certain things that you think are reality, and you grew up and some of the facts that come out and some of the truths that come out when you know more, you realize that things are not the truth like that. So it's like, it could be, I used to think back in the day that some of these muscle magazines, these dudes was just taking protein shakes. Then you realize, no, these dudes are taking growth hormones. Now they're saying it because YouTube, everybody's talking about it. This world is on steroids. A lot of the things you see is not really what it is. It's like when it comes to Kanye, Kanye, I was deeply disappointed in him. And I talk about him in another song called 7 Cents, when I was like, was disappointed when I seen him rock a MAGA hat, you know what I'm saying? And all this stuff he's doing with the Confederate flag, knowing the history and knowing what's going on. It's just that I think you need to have a strong filter. We're in the age of information. There's two things you got to learn in life. How to use your time, because life is how you use your time, what you put your focus into and how you filter in information. We have information coming from everywhere. A lot of charismatic dudes that will act like they know what they're talking about, and you don't know what they're selling you. You don't know who's telling them to sell you that and everything like that. So you need to have discernment. It's called discernment. And you realize, look, Kanye, you're a great artist. We love your music. We even love you as a person. We love your soul, but like, you're not aging well right now. Like, you took a curve, and I'm not feeling that direction. And I'm telling people also, like, y'all might like Kanye West because millions of dollars of marketing has been put behind his name for you to love him. Like, all these people, there's a lot of money put there for you to love these dudes. It could be anybody, any star you think. It's a star-making system. But there's a Cornel West. Listen to him talk. Listen to some of his speeches. You might learn something but he might not be as cool to you because he's not here and he's not there. He's not with a Kardashian. But there's a lot of interesting things in this world that you need to do your own research, and you need to have your own level of curiosity, because what they're feeding you is not necessarily good for you. It's good for them. Look, and you ate that when you were young, and you associated to good things, which is your youth, that taste of that salt, that sugar, whatever, and that nostalgia effect. We love stuff we used to listen to back then. You know what I'm saying? That nostalgia is a huge thing. So there's a lot of things that come, and when you realize, why do I like these persons? Why do I not like these persons? And you try to understand the propaganda that's behind all that and the marketing. It really changes the way you view things sometimes.